who is Apophis? You'll find out right after this. Hey everybody, I am Taylor and I am the Stargate Guy, where I talk to you about everything and anything Stargate. Today is another character profile, and we're talking about a big one, and that would be Apophis. Apophis is the ancient Egyptian god of the moon and of snakes. Represented by a serpent, Apophis was said to declare war and have war with his brother Ra, the sun god, on a daily basis. In which point, Apophis would rule during the night, and Ra would rule during the day. Well, in the Stargate universe, that battle between Apophis and Ra actually happened. However, that was all put to rest after the god Ra was blown up by Colonel Jack O'Neill and Daniel Jackson, leaving Apophis to fill a little bit of a power vacuum and to grow a little bit of an army. Of course, he was not exactly a massive player of Goa'uld system lords. He had a few systems, that is true, and was a system lord, but he definitely was not the most powerful. In the pilot episode of Stargate SG1, we find out that Apophis has a wife and son. And embodying the wife and son is Daniel Jackson's wife and brother-in-law. Apophis' wife is Amunet, who is embodying the body of Sharae. And their child is Chlorel, who is in the body of Skara. Now, the Goa'uld Apophis is known for one big thing, and in fact, he lost a huge amount of base for it. And that would be having the Shova Tilk. Shova meaning traitor. Now, Tilk was his first prime. Thus, Apophis was living in infamy and was having all of the system lords rather hate him because he let his first prime escape and to defy Apophis multiple times, as well as to join with the Tari in outright warfare against the Goa'uld system lords. Apophis attempted to make up for this with an attack on Earth with 2 Hatak motherships, but was defeated, and of course he managed to get away, as good bad guys in sci-fi often do. Apophis' revenge against the Tari are multiple, and especially memorable is when he tried to use Tilk's son Ryak as a human terrorist, and tried to destroy an entire planet. Apophis has a sworn enemy, of course, besides the Tari, and that would be the god Kronos. Kronos and Apophis have been duking it out for several thousand years, and is the main motivation while Tilk, being raised under the reign of Kronos, went over to Apophis as his god, and in order to rise in the ranks of Apophis, in order to defeat Kronos. Apophis, like any other Goa'uld system lord or Goa'uld, wants more power. And because of this, we see him actually have a new piece of technology that was first introduced to us, and that would be the Goa'uld personal shield. Equipped with the hand device, link in the description below for that video on how the hand device works, Apophis was eventually defeated, not by the Tari, although they kind of helped, but really by Sokar. Sokar, a Goa'uld who impersonated the god of the underworld and, well, the devil, was famous for creating his own personal hell, and he sent Apophis to it in order to suffer for eternity. Being a Goa'uld, it's a little harder to kill those guys, especially with a sarcophagus, so of course you want to make him suffer in hell as long as possible. Apophis changed his name while on Natu, the hellish underworld moon, and quickly became the first prime of Bainar. Bainar being the one who ruled hell, for lack of a better term. Apophis seized an opportunity, killed Bainar, and made a plea to Sokar in person to let him be the new lord of Natu.
Well, to make a long story short, too late.
Apophis ended up killing Sokar and taking his rule. Sokar owned the biggest army and fleet in the galaxy at that time, so Apophis, with his new god story of rising from the depths of the underworld and killing the god of Natu, that kind of endeared himself to a lot of people, and he quickly became in possession of the most powerful fleet after killing Sokar. However, Apophis was not able to make a run on the System Lords and claim himself as ultimate Goa'uld in the galaxy, so he ended up wanting to strike a deal with Harrower. However, during Harrower and Apophis' peace negotiation and wanting to gang up together and defeat the System Lords so that they can become the ultimate gods in the galaxy, ended up going awry, and Apophis killed Harrower, and took command of his fleet, making Apophis the biggest bad A in the galaxy and capable of taking on the combined strength of the System Lords. However, Apophis was not really able to do this on the count of SG1. That cursed crew, SG1, ended up blowing up a sun in order to take out the majority of Apophis's new fleet, and sending Apophis as well as SG1 to the outskirts of the galaxy, where they met the Replicators. The Replicators proved to be Apophis's downfall. Spoiler alert. Apophis ended up dying due to a combination of the Replicators and, you guessed it, SG1. Apophis and the Replicators ended up crashing into a planet where he got flattened to the size of a dime, and then he exploded. Apophis was a great character in Stargate canon and had a real tenacity of staying alive despite being killed 5-6 times. He must have had a touch of that main character immunity that Daniel Jackson and Colonel Jack O'Neill have a lot of. Apophis, being a rather tyrannical leader, was nevertheless effective and quickly rose to the ranks of not just System Lords, but the biggest, baddest System Lord, and could have become the ultimate ruler of the Goa'uld galaxy. However, that was never brought to light due to SG1, and let's face it, luck. Let me know what you think about Apophis in the comment section down below, and let me know who your favorite System Lord is. And if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe. Great videos are coming out every week, where I talk to you about everything and anything Stargate. You can click on this video right here for a character profile of Adam Brody, or you can click on this video right here for how the hand device works. And until next time, I'll see you on the other side.